Good morning. Welcome to these daily videos where you start your day in a more conscious way, knowing you're the creator, the director, the star of your life, while making sure you are stepping into that, stepping into your power, knowing you are powerful. And whatever the circumstance is, you have all the power you need. You are the one who gets to choose how things can be different in the future, now and in the future, because you can make a change right in the now moment. Okay, let's get started. I have some cards and then a reading from a book. So let's get to this powerful message today. Look at these three cards that I pulled both to start. This one is Caught in the Ruins. It is about a couple people in a cage or in like a cell. Then we've got the Ten of Wands. Ooh, limitations, overwhelm, struggle. And then we got the Fool, which is all about starting a new adventure and it being a free spirit. So what does this mean? The first card is someone who's in a, there's two people in this cell, but what it is that self-imposed. That means that you have put yourself in this place. And I did some healing work on myself this morning, in-depth study stuff. And what I realized is I was keeping myself in a cell. So here's what it is. Growing up, I wanted to have a very different life and do something really different. I didn't want to follow any regular career. Well, I ended up being a hairstylist, love that, but whatever. I knew I was different than so many people. I knew I had a big purpose. But of course, back then in the 60s and 70s, it was like, what are you going to do? Like, there was nothing, right? What are you going to do? There was no internet. There was no public speaking really that I knew of. Nothing. There was no YouTube, nothing. So it was like, I just knew. And I was like, I know I want to do something. And then the message I got was, if you do that, you'll just be poor because there's nothing to do. Like it'll be a struggle and you'll always have to struggle and you're never really going to survive. And how are you going to make money? So what I chose, get this, is I will put myself in a cell in that struggle, in that making no money myself. You're not going to put me in there. Powerful, right? Instead of taking on what they're saying is society, like you will end up in this if you do this. And I will like, no one's going to make my life like that. So I will make my life like that. So I am in control. I am in control of myself being caged. I am in control of myself being poor. I am in control of myself of never being able to handle money. I am in control of myself. But to me, the outcome was that, which is so terrible, right? Because it was like you're told, if you do this, you will end up like this. So I thought, if that's the inevitable, if I will end up like that, I'm going to put myself there, myself. Huge. I put myself in the cell, myself, so that I could control my own worst scenario. So that would take away the uncertainty and the fear. I'm already experiencing it, so I have nothing to fear. I'm putting myself here. It's my choice. It's not your choice. Now, I haven't lived a bad life. I've lived an amazing life because I also have the belief that I get to do what I want because I'm in control. So I've done so many things what I want. But just, wow, guys, huge. Self-imposed, putting yourself somewhere, and you know sometimes you're doing it to yourself. And that's the hardest thing. It's like, how do I get away from doing that, right? And then what happens is the struggle and the overwhelm. I feel struggle. If I try to go outside of this, I feel struggle. I feel overwhelmed because I feel like other people are now controlling me or my situation and I have no control. So I'm just going to go back to my safety where I have control of myself. Huge. If you understand that, that's huge. But what's missing, but inside, I was born a free spirit who loved adventure and loved to go out and do new things. So my soul wanted this true adventure, new beginnings, new things, adventure. Yet I put myself in that. So anyways, that just seeing if that relates to anybody. We all put ourselves in our struggles, no matter how much it seems like the outside circumstances are. So just think of that. And then the next cards were, look at this, the Star card and the World card, beautiful cards. The Star card is you have a divine spark inside of you. You have so much power inside of you. And so it's kind of like going, I see that I put myself in that situation and I put myself in all the situations I'm in right now. I know I am more. I know there's a divine, beautiful spark in me and I have so much power, right? The World card too. The world is available to me. I can open up to the world, to all the things that are around me. I have this divine spark because we are a special soul. We all have a purpose here. We are here for a reason. But then when we really start to go, oh my God, that's so true. What can happen is Five of Wands. Then the self-doubt can creep up and go, yeah, but really, because our old beliefs start to grab on again. They start to grab onto us because we believed them for so long, right? We believed them and we have so much evidence backing that. And so just know those things are going to come up in your life and you're going to have to deal with those and go, but that's not my truth anymore. I'm choosing that not to be my truth anymore. And then the next cards, I love this. King of Cups, Knight of Swords, King of Cups. You are in control of your emotions. So it's telling us again, you are the one who really controls this. You need to take back your control. Of course, I'm also talking about knowing God's source energy, knowing that you're always guided, supported, tapping into the universal love, tapping into God's love, whatever that is for you, right? Tapping into that assistance, that invisible support, that help you have, that you are meant to be here, that you are not meant to suffer or struggle, right? So you are in charge of all that. So tapping back into that space within you and that knowing over and over and over again. Then it's like taking action from that place. I know now what I get to do. And sometimes we go to take action, then the doubts come in, but then again, we go back and tap back into the knowing and the heart-centered and the love. I'm just going to choose to come from love. I'm going to surround myself in love. I'm asking God's source to guide me and help me with this situation because I know I have all the power within me. But right now, I just need some assistance, some support, and some guidance, right? And then start to take the action that you want, that you love, that feels good. And then 3 cards, Five of Pentacles, that again, sometimes with those worries come in. How am I going to support myself? How is this going to work? Because we're changing our life. But note that that comes and goes. 2 of Cups and 8 of Pentacles, both beautiful cards. And I'm going to turn to the page that I wrote about this, but 2 Cups is about, again, that loving energy. And it's also about connection. Could be about a soulmate or someone really special coming into your life or someone special coming into your life to guide you and help you through this. Any of those things. And one thing the 5 of Pentacles affirmation is, doors filled with magical opportunities are always opening for me. Doors filled with magical opportunities are always opening for me. It may feel like I'm in a bit of lack if I look at my life right now, but remember, anything is possible. If I stay in that God source energy and positivity, right, and knowing the old beliefs are not true anymore, then opportunities are always here for me. And the 2 of Cups is I thrive in partnerships, connection, love, consciousness, and bringing your joy to the forefront, bringing your joy to the surface. And then 8 of Pentacles is all about mastery, which we do need to master. That's why you're here every day. We're mastering our consciousness by being here every day and listening to these videos and doing the work and following it and seeing what speaks to you. It's about patience and determination, study, practice, and improve, which we need to do that for ourselves every single day. We often feel blocked before expanding into the new ways of knowing and being. Have faith you are moving in the right direction. And if you are choosing to make change, choosing to be different, choosing to be in God's source love energy, you are in the right direction, positively, no matter what's going on in your life. All right, what a great reading, eh? Okay, now I'm going to read a little bit from The Seeker's Code. It's really a cool book. It's about our energy and our power. Okay, so just a statement here. We see and experience the world with the same amount and type of energy that we are. The more light energy we are in the moment, the brighter life gets and the easier it is to experience the magic that is here within you. The less light we are, the more difficult it is to see what is really going on, and our attempt to achieve, love, heal, or manifest requires more effort. why things feel so heavy. When we are in lower emotions, which is dense energy, dense 3D energy, dense dimensional frequency and energy, in those lower moods, things feel hard and feel like a struggle because our energy is at that density. When we come into the density, when we come raise our frequency and come into the lighter being of love, light, I'm choosing to believe, I'm expanding the light within me, I'm joining, I already am part of the God source energy. You become lighter, you feel better, things seem easier. You know those days when things are just, you're so happy and excited and things are just going so good and you get so much done. That's because of the energy and frequency you're in. You are in charge of it. Now, also, there are days, like part of the ascension process, when gunk is going to come up and we're going to feel those low density energies to the extreme. They are there to show us they're still there. We get to master them, love them. That's okay. It's okay if I'm feeling that about myself, but you know what? It doesn't have to rule me. Fear does not have to drive the car. That's an Elizabeth Gilbert thing. Put fear in the back seat. You are the driver. It is still there. It doesn't have to rule your life. Those are the messages. So strong. So what energy are you choosing today? What density and frequency are you choosing to be in? What are your emotions? Those are your signs and your signals. All right, let's do some breathing. We don't have much time. So I want you to breathe into your heart center. Oh my God, my dog. Breathe into your heart center, expanding. Now imagine a beautiful white sparkling light or gold, like the sun, heart energy, just expanding in your heart as you inhale. It gets bigger, bigger, and bigger. And as you exhale, it kind of like expands beyond you and it just starts glowing. As you inhale and exhale, that light expands and expands beyond you, around you, into the world, into the universe, far, far away. As you inhale, you're bringing in more of that love and light, universal love and light from God's source. And it's just making that light within you bigger and brighter. You're feeling more joy, you're feeling more happiness, you're feeling lighter as you expand into this beautiful energy. You are connected with it. You are always connected with it. Keep your eyes closed, hands on your heart, breathe. It is a part of you. You are a part of it. You are the divine spark. You are part of universal love, God consciousness, Christ consciousness. You are part of it. It is within you. It is always there. And then draw that energy right down through your tailbone, right down to the center of the earth, grounding you, growing roots. Bring that beautiful, loving energy throughout your whole body, grounding it down into the earth. Stable, strong, powerful, safe. All right, go about and have an absolutely amazing day. I'll see you in the next video.